This deck I've lovingly crafted and thusly named Through the Slough, because a slough is roughly a land water formation thing that involves island, river, swamp-ish, and plant life. So it is focused on control and locking down the opponent more or less until we can get some of our bigger oppressive beaters down. So, to start, at the 1-drop slot, we have 4 Fading Hopes. I love it for getting rid of tokens, for massively improving tempo. And some of the best feelings with this card for me have been bouncing up a 3-drop that they get out early and being able to scry one on like turn 1 or 2. It's amazing. So that's fantastic. It could also go into some pretty decent combat tricks, and I love having it out with Lier, which is we'll get into later. We also have 2 copies of Jwari Disruption. With this and the Tangled Florahedron, we're up to 26 lands if you count those lands. I mean, it's classic control shell, so I like it. It works. We have 2 Infernal Grasps, which I would have more, but I'm very hesitant to include life loss effects in a deck where we don't have a ton of life gain. And especially against aggro, if we don't slow them down enough to get to our like 5th or 6th turn, we'll generally die out to them. But that's why I also have a 1-of Power Word Kill, just to have kind of conditional destruction without losing us life. As I pointed out earlier, we also have 2 Tangled Florahedrons, which at pretty early ramp, or just a green land if we need it. If you needed the sanctity of it. This can help us get down our 4-drops a turn early, like Memory Deluge or Binding of the Old Gods, which I only have 2 of right now, but I'll get into that in a minute. We have 3 Siphon Insights. I used to have 4 in here, but it seemed like a lot. It seemed like it cluttered it up pretty well. And so once I got another pretty hefty creature, I just took this one out for it. And so, no, it works fine, just fine still. Our other turn 2 ramp is Rootcoil Creeper. Pretty classic in these types of decks. 2 mana 2/2 that taps for a mana of any color, so it smooths out our mana base. It can tap to add 2 mana if it's used to cast spells from your graveyard, so for the sake of like Lier or any of our flashback stuff like Siphon Insight or Memory Deluge. And then also, you can pay a green and blue, tap and exile it to return a card with flashback you own in exile to your hand. So we can use a Siphon Insight 2 more times. We can use a Memory Deluge 2 more times. It's amazing. And that's usually a win more strat, or just like enforce our victory. Moving on to the 3-drop slot, we have 3 Divide by Zeros. Super classic counter spell in decks that have Lier or just control deck matchups in general. So it can't return any 0-cost stuff, so like lands or land creatures. It won't return any tokens or anything, but it can return a spell. So if somebody taps out, say for like a board wipe or something, we can just bounce it back and get ourselves basically a free turn. It can sometimes be essentially a time warp. And then it also tacks on Learn at the end of that, which is excellent for us because we got a pretty simple lesson package, at least right now. I can look into stuff later to see what else I would prefer, but I like what we got here. We have 2 Go Blanks. Any more than that, then it seems a little excessive. This is great for taking on any other decks that like to use their graveyards, any of the Black Sacrifice lists. This is great against any other like Is It list that like using Lier to get spells back. Anything that utilizes flashback a lot. It's great for just wiping the graveyard, and I love having this out with Lier again with just to do it multiple times. It wrecks people. It's amazing. We have 2 Devious Cover-Ups. I would have a couple more counter spells, but again, we have a 1 of a Lier, but yeah. Devious Cover-Up is amazing because not only does it exile the countered spell, is unconditional countering, so it doesn't need to be like for negate, it says non-creature. It doesn't need to be a certain mana value. It doesn't counter unless they pay a certain amount. So it's just unconditional counter. that exiles the countered spell, and you can shuffle 4 cards from your graveyard into your library. So if we lost a Binding of the Gods, back in. If we lost a Go Blank, back in. We lost any of our big creatures, back in. It's excellent. And even if we don't, or even if we have Lier out, it just says spells can't be countered, not you can't cast counter spells. So we can still target somebody's spell, and it won't get countered, but we'll still shuffle 4 back in if we absolutely need it. I think it's excellent. We have a 4 of Memory Deluge. What can I say? It's beautiful. For any sort of control or ramp lists that use blue, this is the card you want in there. It's a 4 mana instant speed. You look at the top 4, draw 2. Or pick 2 of them in there into your hand. If you're casting for the flashback, it'll be 7 because you look at the amount of cards equal to the amount of mana spent for it. Which, small side cases, if you're ever fighting a deck that has Thalias in it, it'll add an additional card to look at. A little nifty trick. So I'm fine with that. We have 2 Binding of the Old Gods. I would have 3, but it feels a little clunky if we have 3 of these. I'll test around with that a little bit, but it's excellent for unconditional removal, and then it ramps us on the next one, and that's... We have Binding of the Old Gods to, so it'll search for forests. So we've got a couple of these like Rhinewood Falls or the Woodland Chasm as forest dual lands that I can search for, which is excellent. We have, so before I get into the rewards package for this deck, one last thing, 2 Shadows Verdicts. This is excellent to go against any mono green decks, any red or white decks or black decks, like any of the things that, there are so many decks right now that highly value creatures mana value 3 or less. Like sacrifice decks, aggro decks. This will wreck shop. It's amazing. And if they have anything that's higher than that, we can often just return it to get value, or we can just destroy it straight up, or we can steal it sometimes with Siphon Insight, which, God, I love stealing people's game plans with Siphon Insight. It is amazing. So yeah, that's why we got Shadow's Verdict. We have, as one of our top-end rewards and control sort of enforcers, we have Lier, Disciple of the Drowned. 5 mana, 3/4 human wizard. Spells can't be countered, so your stuff is safe from getting countered, but that doesn't mean it can't be divided by 0. This will still show up in decks that don't even have Lier. It tempos you, but I mean, it's not that bad. And also, each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard has flashback. The flashback cost is equal to that card's mana cost. You can cast your stuff again. It's fantastic. It's just, in a way, this basically says your graveyard becomes your hand as well. It's weird. Like, you draw a ton of cards based on your... It's technical stuff, but you draw a bunch of cards. Next up, our other reward is Xanathar, Guild Kingpin. Part of why I built this deck is because I had a bunch of these big, beefy, controly beaters. And I wanted somewhere to use them. And I thought, mix a control shell and a ramp shell, and we'll see how it works. Xanathar is a little tricky. 6 mana, 5/6, Legendary Beholder. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose target opponent. Until end of turn, that player can't cast spells. You may look at the top card of their library anytime. You may play the top card of their library, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast spells this way. Their top of their library becomes more cards in your hand. It's oppressive. And furthermore, you can control their next draw, more or less. Xanathar, combined with Siphon Insight, we can choose whatever we want our deck to be and their deck to be. It's horrific if this thing can stick. It doesn't have its own protection, however, so you kind of got to watch out for that, but as a one-of, it's just gravy. Hullbreaker Horror is another huge, gigantic, beefy beater. 5 and 2 blue for a 7/8 Kraken Horror with Flash. You can just send this thing in right at the end of their turn, and it essentially has haste, in a way. Can't be countered. Can still be returned with Divide by 0, but it can't be countered on its own. And whenever you cast a spell, choose up to 1. Return target spell you don't control to its owner's hand, and return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. You get one of those, up to one of those. It's whenever you cast a spell. We can We can 1 mana Fading Hope while this thing's on the board, and essentially also divide by 0. It's so oppressive. If we get 1 or 2 of these things on the board at a time, it's just game over. Next up, we have Toxrill the Corrosive, the most recent addition to this deck, because it's the most recent that I pulled. I think it was after Monday's drafts. I went through some of the pack rewards, and Toxrill was in it. What do you know? 5 and 2 black for a 7/7 legendary slug horror. At the beginning of each end step, put a slime counter on each creature you don't control. Creatures you don't control get -1/-1 for each slime counter on them. So each turn we're just reducing our opponent's creatures until they die. And whenever a creature you don't control with a slime counter on it dies, you make a 1/1 black slug creature token, which you can pay a blue and a black and sacrifice to draw a card. It's just so much packed into one gigantic body. Oh god, I love it. This is the bane of any creature decks. And our last reward is Koma, Cosmos Serpent. You know it, you love it, or you hate it, and you still know it. 3, 2 green and 2 blue for a 6/6 legendary serpent that can't be countered. At the beginning of each upkeep, create a 3/3 blue serpent creature token named Koma's Coil. Sacrifice another serpent, which would be one of the coils, and choose 1. Tap target permanent. Its activated abilities can't be activated this turn. Or Koma Cosmos Serpent gains indestructible until end of turn. So we can tap down their Esca's Chariots or other big creatures. We can give this thing indestructible if they try to board wipe. Or if they're trying to block it with too many things, or you're trying to block something. It's so just powerful. And again, it's each upkeep. You get one of those coils. So this will just stack creatures on your board. And they're 3/3s. They're pretty sizable. So that's the main game plan there. On the sideboard, we just got lessons because we're only doing best of 1 because I'm a coward. We have 2 environmental sciences to try and smooth out some of our land draws. And we've got a single of each basic land because we've got enough dual lands and other land shenanigans going on. It's part of the reason why I'm not doing too many rampant growth type effects where you just like search for a basic land, is because we've only got 3 right now. But yeah, so we got 2 environmental sciences, also gains a life, so it helps a little bit there. We have 2 containment breaches, which is probably going to be necessary against some decks to get rid of problem artifacts, problem enchantments, case by case basis. We also have Mascot Exhibition as more finishers. If we end up ahead enough, just drop 7 mana to put 3 of these tokens into play. They're classic control finishers for decks these days. It's amazing. So yeah, and our land base. Sorry, one more thing. Land base. We have 1 of each basic land, not snow because we're not really caring about that right now. We have a single Hall of Storm Giants, which is another control finisher. We have 4 of Murkwater Pathway, which is the Dimir Pathway. We have 4 of Shipwreck Marsh, which is the Dimir. What are they called? Are these Tango lands? No. 2 or more other lands. Yeah, you know what they are. We have the Golgari check lands. I don't know. These dual lands here. We have a Woodland Chasm, which is it enters tapped, it's a snow land, but we don't care about those. It is a swamp forest, so we can search for it with Binding of the Old Gods. It's a dual land as well, so yeah. We have 3 of the Simic pathways. We have 2 of the Simic yada yada lands. And we have 2 Rimewood Falls, which is another forest island thing. So yeah. This is the Sultai list for Control. And I've been playing it for a good long while myself, and it's been pretty satisfying. Games can go on long, but it's got a pretty decent record. I haven't kept track, but trust me, we'll see it. Let's go through the slew. Ooh. Team Solid. Hey, Annie. Thank you. Yeah. Welcome back to the stream, by the way. But yeah, I'm real excited for this. I'll put the deck list up somewhere. I just need to get to that, but it's pretty nice until we hit something like this. This is not a good starting hand. The biggest question mark for me generally has been the mana base. I feel like I've got too many green lands when I don't have a ton of green requirements in here, but I'm not that worried about it. We are mulliganing this hand, though. This is better. This is better. We will... Yeah, this is gonna work out. We gotta drop the Rimewood Falls first and get the Hall of Storm Giants out so we can drop the Creeper. But... yeah, it's like that. And then Jwari Disruption is probably gonna end up being a land. So how are you doing, Annie? I haven't seen you for a while. Am I saying your name right, by the way? I want to make sure I got that right. Awesome. Excellent. Great to hear. I had a couple of drafts on Monday on here, and those were pretty good. Last week, I went... oh, I draw a card, sure. Last week, I went 7-0 with a Golgari draft list. Got a tournament on the 4th of December. Ooh, when is that? Saturday. Ooh. I'm wondering if I'm doing anything on Saturday. Yeah, you got a tournament. That sounds all. Hosting? Hell yeah. I 350 prize pool. Ooh, that's tempting. Let me double check my schedule, and if you're open to me joining, I would love to see if I can make that. So I don't think I've got much going on Saturday. I don't think. Like I said, I have to double check stuff, but I'd love to have you. Excellent. Yeah, I will. When is there a time to... Actually, if you hurry, you'll be number 200 on the list. Ooh. Solid number. Let me check my schedule, and I'll let you know in the next couple of days. I think I've got you on, oh yeah, we're gonna counter this for sure. I think I got you on Discord, so I'll let you know. And then should I try? Yeah, I'm gonna save the Fading Hope. Just in case they got another Ren and 7 coming up. Just so I can bounce their token. Yeah, we are... You know, I'll take the 1 damage. You're holding up Memory Deluge. Boy, howdy, I could use some black mana. Eska's Chariot, alright. This should be pretty easy to deal with, I think. Definitely Memory Deluging at the end of the turn, though. Like, I know I could Fading Hope just to get rid of one of these tokens right now, but... Probably going to hold on to the Infernal Grasp for the Chariot. If I can get a black mana. Yep, swing at me for 1. They do not have any mana to counter my spell, so I'm pretty safe there. So I don't think there's any... Oh, there is one mana counter spell, but it requires them casting... Or it can only counter a spell that has not been cast from the hand, so... Wash away, or wash up, or something like that. That's the only 1 mana counter spell that I could think of for this, but I will be casting this from hand, so I'm good. I think it would be... One of the things that I like about Memory Deluge is that it can also help smooth out land draws. Sometimes, boy, how do you need to get even on lands, especially in a deck that is relying on getting there. we're going to Memory Deluge, grab a couple of things, hopefully some black mana. If it's not black mana, then on my turn I can just bounce up one of their tokens to hopefully delay the chariot a bit longer. I don't know what's taking Chris Brown so long. I think, oddly enough, I think this is kind of a mirror match. I did think about putting Baleful Mastery in this deck. I got 2 of them, and so I'm kind of tentative, really. But if I did, I would put it in place of Infernal Grasp. But I don't know. It's hard to say. It is a 4 mana, just exile a creature or planeswalker as opposed to just destroy. We have no black. Great. I'll grab the Barkchannel and... Yikes, yikes, yikes. Take the Go Blank. Really hoping to draw... Oh, man. Oh, wow. Okay. Yup, let's make them go blank. That was a lucky draw. But I am so okay with it. What you got, pal? Ooh, oh! Oh! Did I get more planeswalkers? Oh, man! Oh, I got a Sorin and a Wren out of that. Super great. Okay, let's go ahead and get one of these tokens out of here. I'm gonna scry with that. Ooh, divide by 0. It's not terrible. We've got a land for our next turn. I think I'll grab it, actually. Yeah, I think I will. We do only have 1 black mana at the moment. That is the thing. They're going to exile, get a pass, they're going to draw. They're drawing. And now they can crew up the chariot, which is a little dangerous, but I'm not that worried right now, I don't think. Yep, swinging in. Duplicating the cat. Would not hurt to get a board wipe here. At some point. Okay. So I've got stuff I can do. This is fine. This is just fine. Divide by 0 is nice to get rid of something. Infernal Grasp for the chariot, probably. And then maybe next turn we'll get Lier. I need to try and remove that before it attacks. Oh, they just dropped a land. Okay. Indiscriminate. Let's go. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and get rid of this thing. Then we'll bounce up that token that attacks. Learn a little bit. Gain some life, maybe. From a... Oh, no, I can't do it to the token. Ah! That's fine. We'll bounce up the Innkeeper. So I don't care if they're getting another treasure at this point. Should we get an Environmental Sciences? Maybe it can... No, I want to ensure that I get land and I need some life. Just to stem some bleeding. That is a big danger with this deck, is getting hit too much early before we can get to our big stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, Siphon Insight might not be a bad idea either. Looks like they just have a bunch of value plays. I need to drop the Sciences, though, because I'm going to start bleeding some serious life soon. See, that's part of the reason why I don't like Infernal Grasp as much. Maybe I should swap it out for Baleful Mastery. Yeah. Creeper. Spooky boy. I still love my puppet the most. Ever since I saw that Jace puppet in the art for, what was it, Cult Guild Mage or something? From, Guilds of Ravnica? Or Ravnica Allegiance. It was Ravnica Allegiance. So ever since I saw that art, I was like, oh my god, I gotta have that. Yep, sure. Get your token. My turn. Okay. We've got... Oh, that's our one black mana! Oh, crap. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. This is okay. This is totally fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've still got 3 life left. Ooh. Starting to wish I hadn't played that land. I'll get the Shipwreck Marsh so that I can play it later and still be able to Shadow's Verdict. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage coming here, which should be fine. I'll live through that. Ah. Man, this person is really thinking. Oh, do they both get it? Oh, no, this is just the one that is exiled. Okay. Land. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then that'll be 8. Once I Shadow's Verdict, they're still top decking. Oh! Well, I've got that. Let's just go ahead and drop this now then. Okay, we got a little more time. We got a little more time. What's in our graveyard with Lier? Bunch of good stuff. Plus we can do Memory Deluge for 4 with Lier, which isn't horrible, but it saves us mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that and then 4, yeah. I think, knock on wood, but I think we're at the point now where we can start to hold steady. Sorin. Okay. Alright. That's fine.
I am vengeance, bloody and righteous. You.
Okay. So let's Shipwreck Marsh. What do I have in the yard that I can play with Lier? No, that wouldn't do anything. That wouldn't do anything. It's a 4-mana Planeswalker. Maybe Divide by 0 is the best bet. One, 2, 3, 4, and I already cast a land. Yeah, this would be interesting. Lose life equals mana value. Okay. We've got options. We've got options. At the end of their turn, I might just divide by 0 that thing. Or I can just Fading Hope the token. I have that. Yeah, just get you out of here right now, because I got 4 mana, and that's 1. Divide by 0 again. No, I don't think we need that. Prosperous Innkeeper. Sure. Whatever you want, pal. My turn. What is it? It's -2. Okay. You know what? Let's siphon some insight. Ooh. I can get their Esca's Chariot or their Baleful Mastery. I've got ways of getting rid of Sorin, so I'm just going to take their Chariot. Okay. Fading Hope the Innkeeper. Have Lier attack. You know, that's fine. I don't need that. Move to combat. Have Lier attack Sorin. Get that out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Darkness, then.
Let's go ahead and Esca's Chariot. I think we've got one more basic. Yep. So no more environmental sciences for us. And we got 3 mana with which to do many things. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. The lockdown. These games go long. That's control for you. God, I love all the like unique art styles they're doing for alternates for cards. It's awesome. Like how Kaldheim had all these Scandinavian style arts, like old Nordic style. Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and save our Lier real quick. I like Fading Hope being useful for that as well. My turn. Drop that. Drop Lier. Boop, boop. Swing in with both the Chariot and the token. Make another token. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Okay. Yeah. I'm happy with this. I'm trying to be careful here, because we're at 5 life. There we go. We locked him out. That took forever. Holy cow. Man, the season rolled over. And I'm really hoping I get back up to platinum. That would just make my friggin' day. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen today based on how long these games are going to go. Like, that game alone took at least 20 minutes. All the same, though. Giant Growth 420. Love that. Okay. Well. Again, we have no black. But. Got turn 2 play. Or. We'll do it like this. Next turn, the Island and the Rootcoil Creeper. Following turn, Cascade, and we'll hold up 4 mana. I don't like that, but I like that I've got Shadow's Verdict at least. I'm sensing a Blizzard Brawl coming on, which would be disappointing. Oh, Cathartic Reunion. Beautiful sleeve. If it's not a Blizzard Brawl, then it's probably that other one that, like, if a creature died by fighting it this way, you gain 2 life or whatever. I forget the name of it. But that's also pretty frequently used. Ooh. I will take the 3. I need this creeper. Ranger class. Yikes. Okay. Well, we've got a black mana now. I will not be attacking. But, holding up a counter spell. Got Memory Deluge available if necessary. Oh, they didn't even level up their thing. Sure. Interesting. I'll take the 3 again. Oh, please drop a troll. Please drop a troll. I want to exile it. Or pack leader. Another pack leader works as well. Unfortunately, a Shadow's Verdict does not do enchantments. It just creatures. Wow. Take the other black mana and Memory Deluge, I guess. Okay. You have 5 mana. Let's just clear the board real quick. I'm fine with losing this creeper. I've still got mana otherwise. Got the 2 green. I've got the 2 black. For the cases of Toxrill and Koma. Also, part of the reason I'm playing a Sultai deck is because I feel like I've been doing a lot of like red and white-ish recently, so I just trying to space out my styles a bit more. And also, weirdly enough, when I did that Dimir deck, that YouTube video got an unnaturally large number of views compared to my others when I posted that up, which I guess kind of makes sense. We're about to take 4, I think, from this Faceless Haven. That's another thing I need to watch out for. Oh no, the chariot. There's a chariot instead. Okay, well that's their turn. Woodland Chasm. Yeah, let's drop that, because we've still got 4 mana available to do stuff here. I can also Infernal Grasp their Chariot if I really need to. Boy, I just got a lot of deja vu right then. But yeah, we're holding up a Counterspell, we're holding up another Memory Deluge. Yeah, we've got plenty of our mana base covered right now, which is exactly what this deck needs. We are going to take 4. Probably. Unless I choose to take 2 instead. Oh no, we're going to definitely take 4 because they also got the Faceless Haven. Which I guess they could use that to crew the Chariot. I guess they're not attacking with the Faceless Haven. Okay. Just those? Ah, I see. I bet they've also got a Snakeskin Veil in hand. I feel like that would add to their confidence here a little bit. We're going to take 5 here, because I don't want to waste an Infernal Grasp on a token. Let's see if they go for a spell. If not, then I'll just drop the Memory Deluge. Part of me is kind of impressed at how well mono green aggro holds up in this meta. Or not this meta specifically, but the fact that it is a big thing in the meta. I think it's refreshing having non-red aggro decks be prominent, because like we got white and we got green. I mean, black to a certain extent, but that's more just like sacrifice mid-rangey-ish. Ooh. We've got another land there. I think they go blank and the divide by 0. would love another Shadow's Verdict. Or some other, or like, just having a Fading Hope would be so nice. So nice. Here we go. Okay, ooh. That's an option as well. I think first, though, kind of want to go blank. No, well, I think I need to hold up both of these. And I've only got 6 mana. And Divide by Zero can't get rid of any of these 3, so I need Infernal Grasp up. You know what? Let's just do this right now. Let's just do Infernal Grasp right now. That way, I've also got Devious Cover Up available. And they didn't have the Snakeskin Veil. So either they use their mana with Faceless Haven, or they use it to crew the Chariot. Yep. That's fine. I can't say no. Interesting question, though. Do I Siphon Insight? Because I can't Divide by Zero at this point. But I still got Devious Cover upheld. Which would get me a couple things back. Do I take the 5? Hello! Welcome, Nyla XYZ! How are you doing today? Actually, no, let's just get these back, so I still have Memory Deluge available. Welcome to today's standard stream, where I'm doing some Sultai degeneracy. Doing well, how about you? I am having a great time so far. This is our... So we started at roughly 3 o'clock. I went over the deck explanation, and then we went through one game, and this is our second game today. These games go long with this deck. But yeah, I'm having a good time. So now they've got free reign for whatever they want that to be. Tangled Florahedron. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Anything good? That I could say that's good. Oh. Do we drop the Toxrill right now? Because at end of turn it would wreck their Florahedron. Yeah. We drop the Toxrill right now. And so we're gonna drop that. We have now a Slug. So that's cheap blocker. Toxrill is pretty good. Oh god. It is oppressive. Like, even outside of just limited, Toxrill is oppressive. And that's what this deck that I'm playing is supposed to do, is get to that top end. Because you see in hand, I've also got this Koma right here, which is another very oppressive card for a similar reason. But, yeah, Toxrill just reducing their creatures over time. It's just insane. And then giving you incidental card draw from destroying opponents' creatures. I don't know if they have a way to kill Toxrill. Because I don't think... Unless that is in their hand... Oh, Old Growth Troll. Okay. Okay. Unless they've got... oh, Pack Leader. Okay, no. Yeah, they don't got it. They don't got it. Alright, yeah. I think that's the game for us. Yeah, reduce the creature. So now the cat's a 1/1. Troll's a 3/3. Yep. Then we're going to go ahead and... let's just further disable them, I think. Target non-land permanent. Yep, I don't think Eska's Chariot is a threat anymore. But I don't like them having the card draw from Ranger class, so I'm gonna move that. Do they have 3 Blizzard rolls? Yeah, exactly. That's what you would look out for. But I don't think they do. We do also have Divide by 0 as a further way to ensure our safety here. We're only at 4 life, which is not uncommon with this deck, so I kind of want to make sure that I'm safe. So we're going to reduce their creatures again. That thing's going to die. We get another Slug, which is another chump blocker. We're holding up 3 mana for Divide by 0. So when they swing at us with one of these and the Faceless Haven, if they do, or they got the Chariot. There's the Haven. Alright. Okay. Not sure what exactly their plan is, but... Oh, please tap out and crew the Chariot. Hey, we got it! Yeah, this is just, this deck is horrible to play against, and I feel terrible for playing it, but... It works. What can I say? It's just, the only challenge is getting there. Like, aggro matchups are some of our biggest question marks outside of other control lists. But aggro matchups, I mean, if they get their game plan going and we don't stall them enough, they'll take the victory. And I'm not smart enough. Don't be an aggro deck. I'm taking it. I think having the go blank early enough might be okay. We'll see. Yeah. Oh, they mulliganed. Okay. So now this gold blank... Oh my god. Now this go blank seems a bit better. Now that I see they, hold their hand. Oh, great. Okay. Actually, Jesper Sentinel. This might be, this might be Gruul Dragons. That is possible. Oh, no. Well, it's Teamer. Oh. Oh, I see. Well, this should help a little bit. Make them discard down to 1 so that they're nearly top decking, and then next turn they probably are essentially top decking. But they've only got 2 land on the field. But they do have mana from Jasper Sentinel, and if they get another land, they got Lotus Cobra. Okay, so we got one of their lands and the pack leader. Cool. I'm okay with this. They foretold something. Oh. I think we Shipwreck Marsh to have the Memory Deluge to try and ensure that we get an untapped land. That way we can Shadow's Verdict. But, oh, they missed a land drop, which is exactly what we wanted. Nope, never mind, they got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they've got 4 mana, 5 mana up. Which they might have. Exactly what I was expecting. Yeah. Okay. So this is... We need that, and... That won't take care of the dragon, unfortunately. That's why I hate Power Word Kill. Sometimes it's just the things you want to get rid of, you won't be able to get rid of. But... I mean, we gotta stall, right? Of course, if that's another Goldspan Dragon, we're just dead. I didn't see any other way around that, though. What's in the yard? Nothing that we can get back with Lier yet. But now they got all the ramp in the world with the Goldspan Dragon. And 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, now they got Alrund's Epiphany. Which I'm assuming is what they... There you go. So, yep. They just killed us because they've got 4 damage with the dragon, and then 4 more with the dragon and 2 with the bird. So yeah, that's game. Yeah. Sometimes you just don't get there in time. And with our hand was a little rough. Just a little rough. Hey, you win some, you lose some. Dex record is 2-1 so far, but not that worried. So that is another matchup that I really got to think about. I think it was the choice of taking that hand, if I'm going to be honest, because that had, I mean, no plays until turn 3. It was hopeful since they had mulliganed once that we'd get some advantage out of that, but they got too much ramp too early. Ooh. I gotta take it. Do I, though? I mean, the Fading Hope would help. Jwari Disruption. That would be a land turn 1, and we'd be praying for a green mana. Let's keep it. Let's see what happens. A gambling man. Okay, tap land. Ooh, Xanathar. Okay, not what I wanted to see. Not what I wanted to see. Okay. Again, not what I wanted to see, but yep. Can't choose that. Consider. Okay. Oh, this might be a Dimir Magecraft control list with tokens. Yes, it is. And you know what? I will absolutely pay the 3 to scry one. Yeah, I'll take it. We gotta land. We gotta land. Now, we're gonna go blank them real quick. No, I need... Do I ensure the mana? Yeah. Get that creeper down. Feels awkward. But I gotta. And they're just gonna destroy it, aren't they? 4 mana. Sedgemoor Witch again. Oh! Well, this gets us another mana. And yeah, sure, I'll pay the 3 life. That's fine. You're a control list. I'm not super worried. Five mana passing. Okay. Well, let's get a Rimewood Falls so we got another blue. And let's hold back to try and Memory Deluge, I think. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bump you like that. You're good. Good girl. Good girl. Let's see if they want to counter this. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Death Touch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some good hits. Oh, yeah. But they got Field of Ruin, which might take out one of our lands. They've probably got counters or removal for the Creeper. Just going to drop that. I'm not going to put Xanathar out just yet. Got 6 mana. Maybe the other Creeper? And I hold up Divide by 0. Yeah, the other Creeper will help us set up for Koma or Hullbreaker. And the Divide by 0 just for the next big threat they've got. Yep, hold. I'm not gonna get too excited here. And Bobby De Niro himself, though. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, sure. And we got the 1 to pay for Jwari Disruption, which they might have up. Consider. Ooh. They do have Shadow's Verdict, which is Very good to note. Let's... I kind of want environmental sciences just to unstem some of the bleeding. And they don't have any counter spells. So, we've got... Should we put the threat down early of Xanathar or Koma? They might have... Okay. They might also have a Fading Hope. So I think... This is my opportunity, though. Let's get Xanathar down, because I got other beats I can use later. Then I can try and Fading Hope Xanathar if they want to remove it. Mill forward, then return a creature from graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Sheriff's Verdict. Went 3. You know what? I'm gonna return a creeper and scry. Unless they want to Jwari Disruption that. Hey, that's fine. You know what? I will take that land. Still only 6. This Goblin is going to hurt. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They don't got anything to say against it. Ooh, ooh. When do we get rid of Bloodline Culling and Flunk? Alright. Then we'll Environmental Sciences. Grab ourselves a Forest. Oh, I forgot that I already played a land this turn. That's on me. That's on me. I thought I was going to be able to play the Creeper. Onyx. Okay.
Open your books to page 17 or something.
Sacrifice creature greatest power among creatures that player controls. Okay.
Come on, there's gotta be something useful. Ugh.
Well, I think what I want to do is try and make next turn's play safe. So I got another counter spell for whatever they play next. Feel the Ruin from that. Oh. Field of Ruin's gonna be our bane, because we've only got so many basics. Yeah, that's gonna be rough. Sure, look at the top, grab it. You gotta cover up. And we can shuffle in a land as well.
Let's go digging.
I will counter the uncounterable spell. That. Take the go blank. Take the land. One more. Yeah, Xanathar, why not? Unless that other one is also a counter spell. Which would be actually pretty funny. Hey! Almost. But, now our next play is safe. More or less. Duress? Go for it. Pick a non-creature, non-land card. Unfortunately, the Professor Onyx -3. It's a little rough. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. -3 will make me sacrifice my biggest thing. which would be whichever one of these comes down. Let's go ahead and Memory Deluge real quick. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Deluge seems good. I can get something nice here, because they haven't... Okay, they're going to consider. Yeah, also the Professor Honest's passive Magecraft is going to be a bit of a stinker. Get two things. Shadow's Verdict isn't going to do much. Neither are the Grasps or the Kill. Siphon Insight could be good. And I think we get a land. Yeah. Well, I'll grab the kill. Oh yeah. Let's just kill that thing. Yeah, okay. I'm happy. My biggest hope would be that we get an opening to flash in the Hullbreaker and smack the Professor with it. Sedgemoor Witch, okay. I don't have any Planeswalkers who confront the... Oh, well, okay, that's a thing. Okay. They're just gonna... They've got 2 more lands of mine that they can remove, so maybe grabbing a land wasn't the worst idea. But if I can Siphon Insight for some decent removal... Yep. There's a land. Go ahead and Siphon you real quick. Got anything to say about it, Professor? A Lier. I'll take that. Honestly, let's do it again. So I'm not going to play that this turn. It would just make me sacrifice it. Oh. That's funny. Oh, wait. This could get rid of Confront the Past, or... I'm glad they did that beforehand. Because now I can still look at their hand. What do they got? Oh, okay. I guess... we get Divide by 0 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a spell. Discards a card. Oh! If they don't, they lose 3 life. Well, I think that's game. Yeah. Darn. Yep, that's it. Ah! Couldn't quite get there. Maybe we need to put in more basics. What was the problem there? Is we didn't ramp up high enough. The control kind of kept us down. What was the control doing? They were just keeping us... We were watching each other the entire time, trying to plan what the other person was doing, but... It's hard for me to say. This is not a keepable hand, regretfully. This I will take. This I will take. I kind of have to. We will definitely shuffle in Xanathar. Yep. Drop the Ramwood Falls. BRB? Yeah, totally. Take your time. Ooh. Siphon Insight, yeah. Okay. Mono white, you say? I'll take the cleric, just because I need a land. My turn. Chasm. And we'll hold up Fading Hope. That's gonna be a tap land, unfortunately. Yeah, totally. Put all your counters on one thing, please. Yes. Resolve it. Resolve it. Send it back home. And I don't want that. I would prefer a land. It's not a land. This is, though. And you know what? Siphon Insight, just to see what they got, because I'm going to do it anyway. Aura! Yeah, I'll grab that. And I can cast it even if I didn't have it, yeah. But next turn, Binding of the Old Gods would be pretty good. Oh, yep, we're going to Binding that Pyre so hard. Holy cow. My turn. Bind it down. Barkchannel on blue. Alright, Luminarch's going to be probably hitting us for 4. We can always get rid of it with the Binding. Oh, they finally drew their third land. Another Veteran. Wonder if they've got the Angel. Cleric of Life's Bond. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Let's... I guess... Yep, that one. Because we got the first one in the other forest, yeah. Okay. Should I deluge to try and... No, I gotta reduce their power output. Drop that Luminarch Aspirant. And we will hope for a Shadow's Verdict soon.
I try to remember. But when everything is coming back to
Okay, paying 3 life for that untapped. And the Cleric enters Aura. There we go. Second for 5. Gotcha, gotcha. Land. Okay. Forest. Yep. Another on blue. Let's real quick just take a peek. Okay. Infernal Grasp isn't bad. I also want to ensure I have another land, honestly. So, yep. Or another return. Yeah. That's awkward. Back with some pasta. Nice! I am on the ropes against this cleric deck. We've stolen some of their stuff, but not enough to make a difference. They keep getting all of their land drops. Ooh. Do they have any 1-mana things? Cleric's my main deck right now, so fun. Oh, I believe it. I wish I had the rares to be able to afford it, but... So what does it say? When it or another lesser mana value. Okay. So we're going to take out this here Cleric. Yep, I took the 2. That's fine. We need a way to get rid of the Valkyrie. They're going to drop their other... So we're going to take 5 damage this turn. Yep. Not what I wanted to see. Okay. And drop that on blue as well. This, and you know what? We didn't get there, so we're just gonna punish a little bit. Good game. Yep, let them play it out. We just couldn't get... We need more board wipes. That's what I'm figuring out in this deck. Need some more board wipes. Maybe... If I invest more in some black mana, maybe having the Meathook Massacres in be good. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Although, what else? Path to Peril? I mean, I don't have the white unless I've got the Creeper out. Okay, they're just gonna do stuff, so I'm just gonna call it. They're just BMing. Oh, yeah. 100%. Just gotta get out of there to save time. Now that we've played this for a little bit, let's take a look at the deck again. Alright, through the slough. Here we go. Okay. So this is what we're dealing with now. I think if I take out some... Take out a little bit of the green. Put in... Probably another island. Happy with that. All. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not that. That's a little too broad. Destroy all. Blood and Snow. We're not running Snow. Hero's Downfall. But it's a little black intensive. See some black lands. Don't have any more. Darkbore Pathway, but black and blue. Got pretty much all of those. So let's see, black and green. Can I drop here? There we go. We'll go Pathway there. Okay, okay. Meathook Massacre. I like the go blank still. I really do. Actually, black. Where are we at? So target. Where is Baleful Mastery? There we go. Drop those for a couple of those, and that'll be. That can be Planeswalker removal as well. A single power word kill is fine, I think. I don't like having 2 Jwari Disruptions. I'll turn that into a swamp. Okay. Need more ramp, I feel like. I'm not sure where it should come from or what it should look like. Culling Ritual. That's sideboard tech. I'm not playing with a sideboard. I'm tempted to have a single world tree, but I'm not that convinced. Now, I think we're pretty good for mana, honestly. Now we need more board wipes, so each. Let's see what that does. Test of talents, no. Well, maybe a one of. Might not hurt. Massacre and Blood on the Snow are the 2 big ones. Yeah, I'm not running that many snow lands, and I don't think I could, honestly, to be efficient in a 3-color deck in order to have Blood on the Snow. It would be the only creatures I could really get back with it are the tiny ones, Lier or Xanathar. Cyclone Summoner is a card, but pretty expensive. Yeah. And I think I would rather have a instant or sorcery board wipe for the sake of Lier. And at that point, Path to Peril isn't horrible. Destroy. Oh, Bletchy Source, I forgot about that one. Not instant speed, though. Path of Peril, there it is. Destroy all creatures mana value 2 or less, or pay the white, destroy all. No, I feel like that's too limited. And Blood and Snow. Let's go Meathook Massacre then. I kind of like the Two Shadows Verdict, but I'll go down a Fading Hope, couple of devious, or both the devious cover-ups, honestly. Yeah. Let's try it like that, and then now I'm feeling a little better about the land base. Okay. Yeah, let's run it like that. Let me check lessons real quick. See what... Leeson. Check lessons, see what I've got here. Confront the past, useless to us. Chronic Fumes, you don't have that many tokens. No creatures. Don't care. No. Introduction to Annihilation wouldn't be horrible, but I mean... Nah, I'm happy.